I think we really played as a family and we really played together. We after that first set, we didn't play as well, but then we really came together and were able to put together two great sets.
Yeah, I definitely agree with Ellie. We played with a lot of heart. We did a lot of scouting and kudos to Damon because I think skill wise they were very evenly matched with us and they were able to outplay us. But I was really proud of us because we are a younger team with only 5 returners from 2 seasons ago. So I was very proud that we played with a lot of heart at the end of the day.
You mentioned the difference between set one and set two. I was talking to a couple of different coaches. They said it looked like two completely different teams for you guys between sets. What happened in between those sets that allowed you guys to really come out and take those next two sets?
We were really able to take the momentum, I think, through our serve receive. Just being able to really take control and have more serves than the other team just put us ahead.
Yeah, definitely the serve receive was a big changing factor, and we know that this is once we lose we're out, so we really wanted to turn it around, and I think Ellie took a lot of leadership in that too, and we really did turn it around, and yes, I think that was a whole different team for the second set.
Unfortunately, your season does come to a close, which I know it's always sad, but you guys really had a fantastic year this year, especially following you guys in the 10. What's it like to know that you guys really performed well the entire season, had an NCAA appearance, and you go out with a really good season as well?
It's been great. I think we did have a great season as it's been. We had the year off, we worked really hard, and we put ourselves in a great position for next year. We're losing Shannon, unfortunately, which everyone's very sad about, but we have a very strong team coming back next year.
Yeah, I definitely agree. It was definitely hard playing in my last game, but I am so proud of this team. We had a major growth development as a team this entire season, and I know it was a little weird coming in because of COVID and all the regulations. It was hard to have a lot of team activities, but this year has been so different, and I've really gotten to know everybody, and I'm really proud. I know it was a loss, but I'm very proud of how we played tonight. We left it all on the court.
Well, we certainly started out slow. That was, I think, the deer in headlights. First time at NCAAs, as my two student athletes mentioned, we are a young team. Only really 3, Ingrid Murphy, Shannon No, Katie Rounds, the 3 with really some significant experience. So get through the first match, take our first set, get our lumps, and then just realize, hey, this is just another match. And I think it showed, and certainly in that second and third, and even the fourth, which we didn't win. The way they played the last 4 sets was just a complete 180 from that first set.
You mentioned the difference between sets 1 and 2, but I thought you guys showed tremendous perseverance, especially in that 4th set, fighting back, making it get within 1 or 2 points there at the end. What do you think really motivated that rally to really catch up and potentially what you were hoping for to take the set?
Yeah. The squad has been working on really staying in the moment and really focusing on one point at a time. My big thing is, listen, forget about the score. Nothing's going to change, whether it's 0-0, 15-12, 24-20. If you got a pass serve, you got a pass serve. And so because, as I mentioned, we are young, they're slowly getting it. And when they do get it, it's just a completely different team because we certainly have the talent. We have, slowly on average, the maturity is pretty high, but they still just have to believe that the way they play, when they're kind of oblivious of what the score is, it's a lot different than thinking that, oh my God, I got to create this 7-point play, which doesn't exist in volleyball. You just got to grind it out. So to answer your question, when they figure it out, it's a completely different team.
You end your season, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Obviously, you don't let everyone end their season on a loss, but like I mentioned with the girls before, great season, lots of positives to take away from it. NCAA appearance is always a fantastic way, or fantastic tournament to end the season. But thoughts on your season and anything you want to recap?
Sure. Well, the East region, in the 15-plus years I've been as the head coach, and then, an additional 5 as the assistant coach, dating back to 2000, the level has just gone up leaps and bounds. And the parity, especially in the Northeast 10, is, where it's probably 12 teams deep now fighting for those top 8 spots in the conference. So I think to get an at-large bid speaks very highly of our body of work, right? Because, the AQ, but to be considered as, with a 15-12 record to get the 7 seed is certainly an honor for us. We had some really good wins on the road against New Haven, Southern Connecticut, St. A's, and I think looking forward, unfortunately we're losing one of our great leaders, Shannon. No, she wasn't a captain, but she was a leader by example, one of our best athletes. We are returning everybody else, and I think with the new crop of freshmen coming in, the 22 grads, and really everyone buying in to what Constantine and I are trying to create as the Bentley culture, we just have a lot of potential. And I think as soon as they figure it out and understand it and believe it, it'll be, we won't be fronting the team 6-7 points right off the gate and then trying to play catch up. We hope to be that team that has that big lead.